Welcome, beloved souls, back to another commentary channel. This is actually my third PowerPoint slide I have made, and we're going to look at NDE. Now, what does NDE stand for? Near-death experience. Now, some people report tunnel of light. So we're just going to go through a few pictures first, and then we'll talk about the different. This is a picture of my near-death experience of what should have been a fatal overdose, and I've discussed my near fatal overdose on YouTube before. Let's go to the next. So what is an NDE? It happens when someone is close to death or clinically dead, often involves visions, light, or out-of-body experiences. People with these out-of-body experiences sometimes say they're in a hospital and they've been reported as clinically dead. They can actually hover over their body, and when they come back to their body, they report exactly what the doctors or the nurses have said and done. And millions of people worldwide have reported having an NDE. Some see glowing lights, so some see just a single light in the darkness. This is just a picture. Some see loved ones. Some see deceased pets. Some see holy figures like Jesus, Buddha, This depends on sometimes on your religious beliefs. Sometimes people who are not religious report seeing holy figures, and some religious people don't report seeing holy figures. So it's a mixed bag there. So the common experiences, you're feeling of peace, you're seeing a light or a tunnel, you meet loved ones or other beings. These beings can be, like I said, holy figures. They could be angels or any types of beings, guides. And people report having a life review, and then before returning to their body, being told sometimes by a loved one, sometimes by a holy figure, that it's not your time, so they return to the body. So here's just a picture of, a path through the clouds being returned to your body. And my personal story, I overdosed. It should have been a fatal overdose. I took 100 by 150 milligrams of Lyrica and 60 to 80, 100 milligrams of Largactil. Within minutes, I was gone and unconscious for 3 days. I should, as I said, have died. I was aware. Unlike when you have anesthetic and you go unconscious and you wake up and you can't remember anything, I remembered being part of blackness. All around me was blackness, and I didn't see this blackness. My eyes didn't see it. It was just I was part of the blackness. And then apparently while I was unconscious, my partner at the time, I've explained this, we were in a very toxic part of our lives, and he just left me there. The reason why he left me there, he was worried that I'd be both of us would be taken off our medication. So I did this round about 7 a.m. in the morning, barricaded myself in the bedroom door with my 2 dogs, and I wasn't found until 4 p.m. Now, I did not see loved ones. I did not see a tunnel. I wasn't told to come back, but obviously I was pulled back into my body, and it's had a deep spiritual impact on my life. I've returned very strongly to my psychic beliefs and abilities. So let's continue. I've written a book about this, and it's available from Amazon, and it's called Awake in the Dark, A Near-Death Journey of Consciousness, and my name's Gemstone, and it's available from Amazon. So there are two mainline theories of what happens. Science says it's just hallucinations, that it's brain chemicals, lack of oxygen, so that when we are actually in this near-death experience, that our brain, it's just brains, it's just a dying brain. And the spiritual view is that it's actually a glimpse of the afterlife, that our soul has actually traveled outside and we connect to the source. So going back to science, when it says it's brain chemicals, it believes that there is no soul. And where the spirituals say the brain isn't the soul is actually a different, it's connected to the body, but it isn't the body. It's not the brain, it's not the heart, it's part of the astral or the ethereal part that's connected to the body. So I'd like to know what you believe, but let's continue. So here's a scan of the brain and different areas lighting up. I do know when Rob died, as he was dying, and we removed life support, the only part of the brain that was left, because he was pronounced brain dead, was the primitive part of the brain, which is known as the reptilian part of the brain, and that part of the brain just kept breathing for him, but he was gone, he wasn't there. So just continuing, what NDE, what do near-death experiences teach us? Life is fragile but meaningful. That's why I say cherish every moment and love the best you can. And love and kindness matter most. And that death may not be the end. And I want you to know that if you're in a bad place at this moment, please do not do something, because you matter. You matter to me, and I know I've been there. I know it's how hard it is to fill in your lives, but if this is the only life we have, you've got to make the most of it. I don't believe it is. I do believe in reincarnation, but that's an entirely different video. So this is just my initials and just a picture of the sun setting or sunrise, whatever you like. And I just want to say that near-death experiences remind us that life is precious and love is eternal. And I'd like you, please, if you've watched me this far, leave a comment. What do you believe happens after we die? Thank you again for watching. Please be kind to each other and to yourselves. Love, light, and blessings. Goodbye.